Good day, everyone. It is an honor and privilege to present to you our action research entitled Project SAGIP, which stands for Strengthening Approach in Gearing Up Ill-Reader Pupils. The proponents are from Maragondon Elementary School, namely Charito de Mamaril, the team leader and Master Teacher 1, and the co-proponents Elsie Abito, Master Teacher 1, and yours truly, Marjaneli Bugarin, Teacher 1. Project SAGIP was a reading program of Maragondon Elementary School which aimed of reducing the number of struggling readers by at least 20%. Learning how to read is one of the most important things a child will do before the age of 10. That's because everything from vocabulary growth to performance across all the major subjects at school is linked to reading ability. Reading proficiency has been identified as one of the most reliable indicators of whether a learner will attain the competence needed to achieve academic success and contribute actively to society. Many students have difficulty comprehending what they read. All schools need to have some sort of remedial program provided to help struggling students. Low reading skills affect both reading fluency and comprehension for elementary school students. The number of respondents of the study were 34 pupils from grades 4 to 6 who are struggling readers in English for the school year 2019-2020. This data revealed from the result of pupils' reading profile in June 2019 as assessed through the administration affiliated test. We strengthen our reading program through Project SAGIP using the Fuller approach in teaching reading. The Fuller approach in reading is a combination of alphabet, phonics, and a whole methods of teaching word recognition. The technique requires that the beginning reader should have first the following mastery: mastery of the names of the shapes of the letters and the alphabets, and an adequate vocabulary so that the words used in the Fuller lessons will have meaning for the reader. Project SAGIP has its pilot implementation from August to September 2019 during the Power It Up schedule.
This action research is specifically sought to answer the following questions. Number 1. What is the reading ability of each respondent at the end of September 2019? Number 2. What is the percentage decrease in the total number of pupils who are ill or struggling readers at the end of September 2019? Number 3. Is there a significant difference in the reading performance of the respondents before and after the pilot implementation of Project SAGIP? Number 4. Who performed better, the younger or the older pupils? This action research was only limited at improving the reading level of 34 grades 4 to 6 pupils of Maragondon Elementary School using the Fuller approach in reading. Project SAGIP was facilitated by a reading teacher done in every Friday of the week during the Power It Up schedule. It is a hope that at the end of this study, we could reduce the total number of struggling readers by at least 20%. The table shows the number of grades 4 to 6 pupils of Maragondon Elementary School whose reading level fell under sounds and alphabet and syllables. There were 16 struggling readers in grade 4, 13 in grade 5, and 5 in grade 6. Therefore, there were a total of 34 struggling readers who served as the respondent of this research study. The data in this table show the answer to problem number 1. The table shows the number of pupil respondents in each reading level category before and after the Project SAGIP implementation. It can be inferred from the table that there is a great improvement on the reading level of the respondents. On sounds and alphabet, at first, there were 8 pupils belonged on this reading level and 6 on the post result. On syllables, it can be gleaned from the table that there were 26 pupils belong on this reading level based on the pre-result and 5 pupils were recorded on the post-result. On words and simple phrases, no one of the pupil respondents belonged on this reading level and it had been recorded 15 pupils on the post result. On simple sentences, no one of them belonged on this reading level on the pre-result, and it had been recorded 4 pupils on the post result. On sentences with comprehension, none of them belong on this reading level during the pre and post result. The same is true with story with comprehension. On paragraph with comprehension, none of them belong on this reading level on the pre-result, and it had been recorded 4 pupils on the post result. The data in this circle graph show the answer to problem number 2. This circle graph shows the pupils' reading level after the research study. It can be gleaned on the graph that 71% of the total number of pupil respondents had improved their reading level after they have been exposed to Project SAGIP. Moreover, this circle graph shows that the number of struggling readers was decreased by 68%. This means that of the 34 struggling readers before, there are only 11 now.
Problem number 3. Is there a significant difference in the reading performance of the respondents before and after the pilot implementation of Project SAGIP? Numerical rating was given to each reading level for the computation of the paired sample t-test. Using this statistical tool, the computed p-value was 0.00277. Since the p-value is less than 0.05 significance level, it can be inferred from the result that there is a big significant difference in the reading performance of the pupil respondents before and after the implementation of Project SAGIP. Problem number 4. Who performed better, the younger or the older pupils? The table shows the mean score of pupil respondents according to their age. This was computed by grouping the pupils' numerical rating according to their age, based on the result of their reading level on the post result. It can be gleaned on the table that pupils aged 9 and 10 had higher mean score as compared to pupils aged 11 and 12. This means that younger pupils perform better in reading than the older pupils. For the conclusion, based from the findings derived from this study, we came up to a conclusion that Project SAGIP, which employed fuller approach in teaching reading, is very effective in improving the reading level of the pupil. Utilizing the reading materials in fuller approach in reading contributed a lot to the success of Project SAGIP, since this approach in reading provides reader suitable materials for their reading level. It is also highly recommended for primary teachers to use fuller approach in reading in teaching pupils to read at their early age. We believe a child who reads will be an adult who thinks. Thank you and God bless.